Aha! What a wonderful life I have! I, as a piece of timber, am much more valuable, as I have no doubt about my legal status. I can be traced and tracked from the finished products that you buy to the stump. And the reason I have this confidence is because the Indo-Trust system is now in place to ensure that I keep serving people's needs, both now and for generations to come. I am much more confident in the international market. Now, I will show you my chain of custody, from where I used to live to the products that you can use. This system is so robust and credible that you don't have to worry of illegal timber consumption.
Indo-Trust is the Indonesian timber legality assurance system, which was developed to improve forest governance, law enforcement, and promote the trade of legal timber. Indo-Trust was passed into law in several decrees passed in 2009 and 2010, and following piloting, training, and system installation, the first forest and factory audits began in September 2010. In March 2013, European Union will begin enforcement of a new timber regulation to prevent illegal timber entering the European Union. Europe is not alone. Many of the main timber-consuming countries are tightening up rules and provisions to prevent illegal timber entering their markets. These countries include Japan with their Green Konyuho or Goho Wood program, and the United States of America with its Lacey Act timber amendment. These actions by consumer countries and producer countries like Indonesia are part of an international partnership to stop the trade in illegal timber and thereby reduce illegal logging. Indonesia believes that tackling illegal logging requires this sort of joint action. The Indo-Trust system has been designed to meet the legal timber verification standard that will be also used in the new European Union timber regulation. Indo-Trust has been developed to demonstrate timber origin, to ensure that every timber product from Indonesia complies with the forest laws, to avoid contamination between unverified and verified sources of timber, and to meet social and environmental objectives, as well as to promote the trade in legal forest products. The success of Indo-Trust will depend on whether it convinces consumers that it is a credible system to ensure the legality of Indonesian timber, See for yourself.
Kita sekarang berada di industri pancawarna Indonesia, salah satu industri pengolahan kayu yang memperlihatkan bahwa sistem verifikasi dan legalitas kayu sangat dipentingkan oleh industri ini. Kita lihat bagaimana di industri ini bahwa kayu itu mulai bisa dilacak, baik dari mulai tebangan hingga pada hasil akhir. Ini membuktikan bahwa industri ini melakukan suatu pengolahan kayu dari sumber-sumber yang bisa dipertanggungjawabkan, dikelola secara lestari. Ini menjadi sangat penting karena pertama, produk dari industri ini akan menjadi diakui dan menjadi laku di dunia. Dia akan menjadikan suatu produk yang mempunyai nilai tambah tinggi. Kedua, ini juga membuktikan dari apa yang dilakukan di industri ini bahwa memberlakukan sistem sertifikasi dan legalitas kayu itu adalah bukan sesuatu yang tidak mungkin, tetapi sesuatu yang mungkin bahkan harus. Yang ketiga, yang paling penting juga adalah bahwa dengan adanya sistem legalitas ini, segala kegiatan, segala administrasi, segala tata kelola yang dilakukan di industri ini menjadi lebih baik. Dan yang keempat, yang terakhir, ini menjadikan suatu kebanggaan bagi industri ini sendiri.
Timber products with the Indo-Tlast mark means a guarantee of its legality through the supply chain. Indonesian timber comes from state forests or private forests, which will have either a valid concession or proof of ownership. Information on timber to be harvested is being recorded in the cutting block. Every load of timber from the forest to the log landing and on to the timber processing industries have to have valid transport documents that link the log identity to the forest block, production plan, and ultimately the forest inventory. All logs entering processing units will be controlled and verified in relation to its origin. Timber will be segregated based on the different sources. Many concession holders are now applying barcodes to their logs and timber products, making tracing and accurate checking much easier. Timber products that have been verified by auditors have special markings. Consumers, such as governments and the larger building companies, prefer such legally verified timber, as do big retailers and timber merchants, and this can be reflected in the prices or by giving preferred supplier status to producers of verified legal timber. The development of Indo-Tlast involved many stakeholders such as civil society, business and government representatives. The Indo-Tlast has an established complaints and objection system should observers suspect there is deviation from the legality standard or auditing system protocols. This helps preserve system credibility. The auditing organizations that apply the Indo-Tlast standard are independent from government and the private sector and are accredited by the National Accreditation Committee. This is the government body that ensures that auditors have the skills and competencies to meet the prevailing ISO standards. ISO/IEC 17021 and ISO/IEC Guide 65. The duties of the auditors includes accommodating feedback and resolving any objections from independent monitoring organizations such as NGOs and other civil society groups such as indigenous people or people living in and around the forest. The National Accreditation Committee is recognized and monitored by a range of international accreditation bodies, including the Pacific Accreditation Cooperation (PAC) and the International Accreditation Forum
klaim kami atas perusahaan yang menjual produk-produk bersertifikasi ada pembuktiannya karena teruji dengan adanya sertifikasi dari sistem. Benefit yang lain, karena kita menerapkan sistem sertifikasi ini sebagai goodwill, pada akhir-akhir ini sekarang ketika krisis terjadi di Eropa sama Amerika, di mana industri furniture di Yogyakarta turun sampai dengan 30% jumlahnya, populasinya, kita ordernya malah naik sampai dengan 15%. Bahkan setelah itu, setelah event PPE tahun ini, kita mendapat order yang penuh sampai dengan pertengahan tahun depan. Karena mereka nyari produk-produk yang memang sudah tersertifikasi.
Most timber-consuming countries are responding positively to the implementation of the Indo-Class. For instance, during timber trade negotiations with the European Union, the Voluntary Partnership Agreement, Indo-Class is being discussed and fine-tuned to meet the requirements of the new European Union timber regulation. And so Indo-Class timber can enter the European Union without concerns about its legality. Indo-Class demonstrates the government's commitment to improve forest governance and so reduce emissions from forest degradation and forest loss that contribute to climate change.
The Indo-Class and related new restrictions on the trade in illegal timber by consuming countries are demonstrations of serious efforts to manage forest resources responsibly, which will contribute to better forest management for the generations to come.